Hi everybody, I'm Emily and welcome back to the Mindfully Trading channel. Before I get into this video, I'm just going to share with you a quick update on my account challenge with my Forex funds. And it's been a really frustrating week for me. Quite honestly, I'm starting to wonder whether the prop firms are actually worth it because I seem to just be taking steps forward and steps back and not getting to that goal of the profit target, which is really quite infuriating. But as with trading, I'm trying to step back and step out of those emotions and find my center, my place of zen so that I can think clearly again. Okay, now that I am on a more mindfully trading vibe, I'm going to share with you my account history in my Forex funds. I'm also going to share with you the trades that I've taken the past few weeks and also some ideas that I've had on how I can move forward with my trading and actually start to make some money. So let's jump onto the computer. Okay guys, so I'm in my broker here in My Forex Funds. It's Traders Global Group is the actual broker that they use, but this is the account that I have with the prop firm My Forex Funds. And as it stands when I'm recording this, I'm just coming up towards the end of my second week of the 4-week challenge. The challenge starts with a $50,000 account and the goal is to make 8% on the account within the 4 weeks. Now this is got to be the third retake that I've had of this account. I actually started it in November of last year, but in that time we've had a Christmas break, I have given birth to my firstborn, so I've had quite a lot of things going on. And at the moment as it stands, personally, I don't know about you guys, but I found the markets to be really quite choppy the last couple of weeks. And I think a lot of that might be the uncertainty that's been reflected. There's a lot going on in the world. Russia is pretty much invading Ukraine, and I think it's really reflecting in the markets because I'm finding it very, very tricky to really capitalize on the markets in the moment. I'm not getting a lot of follow through, and the charts, the trades, the markets are being really quite unpredictable. So with that being said, let's go into my account history and make this a bit bigger. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of red in there. Now I started with 50,000 and in the first week I started off really good. I took a nice winning trade here in Australian CAD and I had another winning trade in Australian dollar, US dollar and a break even here. So to begin with, I think I was up just over 2% on my account in the first 3 days, which was brilliant. That was my weekly target. And in hindsight, I wish I stopped there because since then I've been continuing on and I've just taken 1, 2, 3 losers. I've had a small winner and then I've had another 1, 2, 3, 4 losers. So I started off up, I've come right back down, and unfortunately I'm now in the red on my account. So as it stands, my account is around about 2.5% in the red. Now I'm not overly concerned because I have got 2 weeks to turn this around, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get close to hitting that profit target at the moment. I know that might seem pessimistic to say that, but from my past experience with the risk that I'm using on my account, I am trading conservatively. It's highly unlikely that I'm going to be able to make it up. But at the moment, I could settle again for getting back into the green and then maybe having another retake on the account. But that's why I've been so frustrated, you see guys, because since November I have been green and I have been making profit, and that's with using a reduced risk on the account challenge. But I've not been obviously seeing any of those gains because I'm still in this account challenge. So although I feel like I've been trading profitably, I don't feel like I'm getting anything for my efforts, which is a little bit frustrating. So how do I combat that feeling? Because it's not good for your trading psychology when you feel like that. I've come up with 2 ways to try to combat that. Firstly, I've been really thinking about this My Forex Funds challenge, and although I really like the prop firm, I think they're brilliant, their service has been great, and I think that in terms of what they offer you for your trading is really good. I'm wondering whether this setup, this 30-day challenge, is maybe not best suited to my trading strategy because I am a swing trader. I use the 4-hourly time frame, the larger time frames. I take more longer holds on my trades, and I think it is just making it more difficult for me to make the money that they want you to make in the time period that they give you. So with that being said, assuming that My Forex Funds is a better prop firm for scalp traders and day traders, I'm looking back at another prop firm I've previously used, the 5%ers. In fact, I made a couple of videos about those, which I'll include a link to above if you want to check them out. And I had found the 5%ers to be a great prop firm, but I used them over a year ago before I really got my trading strategy nailed. So I'm wondering whether it's time to maybe try them again, because they are a great prop firm for swing trading. Why is that? They give you a lot more time. They give you 6 months to be able to reach a profit target. They do give you lower leverage, and to be able to manage your risk effectively, you have to use a lot less risk on the account, but they give you a lot more time to reach those goals. So I think that in this instance, it may be a better suited prop firm for my strategy. I'm going to share some more information with you guys about my trading plan to use with the 5%ers. If you're interested, let me know below and I'll get that set up for a video to share with you soon. So that's my idea number one, is to use the 5%ers, and my second idea is to finally open a personal trading account with my own money, one that I can start to build and start to make some money on, because I've been using prop firms for months now and obviously I'm not feeling like I'm getting that much from them, so I want to get some money. I want to start to feel like I'm getting somewhere with my trading. So I'm going to share more on that in a later video, but for now, let's check out some of the trades that I took the past couple of weeks. So here are some screenshots of trades that I've taken so far in this account challenge. This was a nice trade I took on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, using this theory of these reaction leg measurements. So with this setup here, I noticed that we had broken this previous level here. So although we've been going down, price action broke this level, it made a new higher high here, and it started to swing higher. So I used one of these previous pullback lengths here, I applied it to the high to get a rough idea for a entry level using a buy limit order. And when we had this big green momentum candle here, I actually set this order here. It got triggered and I was in the red a little bit, but overall it worked out, it swung higher, and I made a nice 2R profit on this trade. And I'm going to just skip through a few of these just to share some more with you. So this was another winning trade I took on Australian dollar, US dollar, using the same theory of the reaction leg measurements. But with this one, I actually trailed a really tight profit stop, so I only got 1R from this trade. I took a trade here on the Swiss yen going long, and it did stop me out, so unfortunately it was a break-even trade, and since then I believe that I would still be in this trade, so it's just ranging at the moment, so at least I didn't take a loss on that trade. And from then onwards, I think these are all going to be losing trades, so let's have a look at some of the losing trades now as well. And USD yen has been overall in a nice uptrend, and I applied this recent pullback length here to the high to gauge an entry for pullback. I actually got in a lot higher up than I intended because we had this nice green momentum candle here, and as we made this new, what I thought was a higher low, I set an entry here to retest of that. But as you can see, price didn't hold, it failed, and it just dropped down to my stop, so that was one of my losing trades. And I had a couple more like that, and I think the problem is that with some of these losing trades, this is one here on Canadian dollar yen, these are not what I would call A quality trades, but my mentality has been a little bit different with this prop firm challenge because I'm so aware that I've got this deadline coming up and I need to make this profit target. And as I said before, this is my third retake of this, so I guess there may be an element of impatience creeping in. And because of that, I find that I'm starting to take more trades than I would probably usually take because I'm really trying to give myself more chances of getting some wins, you know, give myself more chances in the market for probabilities to work out. But unfortunately in this instance, doing that these past couple of weeks, they've all pretty much gone against me. And I think it's because the market, as I said, has been choppy, but also I'm not taking these A quality trades and it's showing. So it's just something I'm going to consider moving forwards. Another order here on EURUSD, and this ended up being a 1R win. So again, I trailed a tight profit stop, and in the end it did come back up and it would have gone to my stop. So I was quite glad that I trailed a tight profit stop for this because I got a little bit out of this trade. I took a loss here on New Zealand dollar yen, which again, it wasn't an A quality trade. I was basically looking at the fact that we'd been coming in this downtrend, and I noticed here that we'd hit this resistance level. Price had a few taps here and it started to swing down, and when we got this swing lower here, I just set a little sell limit order for retest entry short, but as you can see, we got a lot of buyers come in and it just went straight up to my stop. So they are the most recent trades that I have taken just under 2 weeks into the challenge. I believe I've just been triggered into a new trade, so I'm just going to share that with you now just before I finish this video off. So let's go back into our trade panel here, and been triggered into a trade on Australian dollar yen. So I'm going to load up TradingView and share that with you now. Alright, so just zooming out here, Australian dollar yen on the 4-hourly time frame, and what I was looking at here is in this most recent section of price action, we have been swinging higher, so price is moving up and I'm looking for longs. And what I've established here is this level here where price had come up and pulled back. It's created this major structure level, which we had a retest of again here and got another bounce up. So this green level here just highlights this point in the market where I feel that price has a strong structural level. So from this lower high here, we had a new low made here. Price pulled back and made a lower high before making another lower low. So I marked this yellow structural point because that was the point that needed breaking before I'd be interested in getting long to see this shift, this change in behaviour, that the buyers were getting more control over the market. And we got that here. We came back up to this level, we made a little pullback, and then we had this nice break up here. So this is the shift I was looking for, that buyers were taking control. Now as price came back down, we retested this level and it started to swing higher. Coming up here, we had another pullback here, and then price has moved up higher. So what I'm interested in is another retest of this yellow level to be able to get long. And that's where I set my buy limit order. So I've set my buy limit order here, and I've just been triggered into this trade. I've also used the confluence of this reaction leg measurement here. So when we had this pullback, I measured the length of this, applied it to the high, and as you can see, we've just tapped this level and it does coincide with that minor structural level here. So I'm risking 75 pips. I'm aiming for a 3R target, which is just a break of the high of this move here. Although I'm going to keep an eye on it, because if we can get a nice push up with some momentum, then I'd be tempted to extend this target to the upper medium line and try to aim for perhaps a 4R, 4 times the risk that I'm taking for this trade. So I've literally just been triggered into that trade, and it's early days yet, so we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully this will be the nice winning trade I've been looking for that will just help me to get back into the green on my account. How's this week been for you guys? I'd be really interested to see how you're getting on. If you've been having your own struggles with trading, or if you find that the market's been in your favour, do let me know in the comments below. Meanwhile, if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already part of the channel, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!